Hello students, welcome to EduFarm. Believe and Become. Classes for GPAT and NIPER JEE. Do like and share our videos, subscribe to our channel and hit the bell icon, never miss any updates. Hello students, welcome to the second part of the carbohydrates series. Today's topic is glycolysis. So without further ado, let's begin. In the previous video, we were discussing about glycoproteins. So here I have given some examples of glycoproteins with their major functions, such as collagen, which is used in the structural framework, ceruloplasmin, which is used in transport, immunoglobulins, which acts as a defense against infections, synovial glycoproteins, which has a function of lubrication, thyrotropin, erythropoietin, which acts as hormones, hydrolases, proteases, glycosidases, which act as enzymes, blood group substances like antigens, fibronectin, laminin have a function of cell-cell recognition and adhesion. Intrinsic factor helps in the absorption of vitamin B12, and last but not the least, fibrinogen helps in blood clotting. Now what is glycolysis? Glycolysis, from the Greek word glykes meaning sweet and lysis meaning splitting, is a process in which a molecule of glucose is degraded in a series of enzyme catalyzed reactions to yield two molecules of 3-carbon compound known as pyruvate. Now the energy released from the glucose is conserved in the form of ATP and NADH. The breakdown of the 6-carbon glucose into two molecules of the 3-carbon pyruvate occurs in 10 steps, the first 5 of which constitute the preparatory phase and the rest 5 is in the payoff phase. Now let's begin with the steps of glycolysis. First is the preparatory phase, which is the phosphorylation of glucose and its conversion to glyceraldehyde 3-phosphate. Now here is a molecule of glucose which, with the help of enzyme hexokinase or glucokinase, undergoes the first priming reaction. It converts an ATP to ADP with the help of magnesium and to form glucose 6-phosphate. Then glycogen in the form of glucose 1-phosphate gets attached, and with an reversible reaction with the help of phosphohexose isomerase, it forms fructose 6-phosphate. From here, with the help of phosphofructokinase, the second priming reaction occurs. Another ATP is converted to ADP with the help of magnesium ions to form fructose 1,6 bisphosphate. From here, the cleavage of 6-carbon sugar phosphate to two 3-carbon sugar phosphates occur with the help of aldolase. This cleavage occurs in this position and forms one molecule of glyceraldehyde 3-phosphate and another of dihydroxyacetone phosphate, which can be interchangeable with the enzyme triose phosphate isomerase. Now in the next phase, which is the payoff phase, it is the oxidative conversion of glyceraldehyde 3-phosphate to pyruvate and the coupled formation of ATP and NADH. Here, the glyceraldehyde 3-phosphate, which is of two molecules, is taken, and with a reversible reaction with the help of glyceraldehyde 3-phosphate dehydrogenase, the oxidation and phosphorylation step begins. 2 NAD plus with the help of 2 EI forms 2NADH and H+. And the next product which is formed is 1,3-bisphosphoglycerate, which is again of 2 molecules. Then the first ATP forming reaction occurs, which is also known as substrate level phosphorylation. With the help of phosphoglycerate kinase, 2-ADP is converted into 2-ATP with the help of magnesium ion to form 3-phosphoglycerate. Then again a reversible reaction occurs with the help of phosphoglycerate mutase to form 2-phosphoglycerate. Again a reversible reaction occurs with the help of enolase. Here 2 molecules of water is excreted out and the product formed is phosphoenol pyruvate. From here the second ATP forming reaction occurs with the help of pyruvate kinase. 2-ADP is again converted into 2-ATP with the help of magnesium ion to form pyruvate, which is of 2 molecules. Now this pyruvate can be converted into 3 possible catabolic fates in glycolysis. That is, the pyruvate also serves as a precursor in many anabolic reactions. So first of all, by hypoxic or anaerobic conditions, the pyruvate is converted into 2-ethanol plus 2 carbon dioxide, which is a fermentation to ethanol in yeast. Then in aerobic conditions, 2 carbon dioxide, which is 2 molecules of carbon dioxide, is released to form 2-acetyl CoA, which further in citric acid cycle helps to form 4CO2 and 4H2O. These are in animals, plants and many microbial cells under aerobic conditions. In anaerobic conditions, 2 molecules of lactate are formed, which is fermentation to lactate in vigorously contracting muscle, in erythrocytes, in some other cells and in some microorganisms.
That's all for today. Check more of our videos. Do let us know of any query in the comment section below and suggest topics for our next video. Thanks for watching. Hope to see you in our next lecture. Till then, keep your preparations on with EduFarm.